Hello YouTube people, today I am going to show you yet another watch that I bought on the winter sale, Pagani Design 1782. So I bought this watch with blue dial, so we're gonna see how it looks like on some different straps later on in the video. I also bought this watch with a stainless steel bracelet, so we're gonna see how good or bad it is. Anyway, this watch has stainless steel case, a screw down case back, screw down crown. It is rated up to 100 meters of water resistant. It has beautiful slightly domed sapphire crystal with blue anti-reflective coating, which works surprisingly well. This crystal has pretty good clarity in my opinion. Overall it's pretty good watch, so let me show you everything. Diameter of this watch seems to be about 40.3 millimeters if I measure like so. Thickness through the middle of sapphire crystal is about 13 millimeters. Crown is 6 millimeters. Lug width is 20 and lug to lug distance is about 46.2 millimeters. Without bracelet it weighs 56 grams and I do get positive reading on sapphire crystal. This is how this watch looks like on my 16.5 centimeter wrist. It actually wears smaller than it looks like, which is a nice thing. It sits flat, doesn't feel top heavy. It's actually, in terms of the size, this watch feels comfortable. Can't really complain speaking about the size. The thing I could complain about is that underneath the case edges are pretty sharp, and this edge in particular jams into my wrist bone. So whenever I wear winter coat on top and it just pushes this watch into my wrist bone, it feels a little bit uncomfortable because this sharp edge is digging into my wrist bone, as you can probably tell. But that's not a difficult thing to fix. All I have to do is just file down sharp edges on the bottom of the case and it's gonna be fine. Let's do some quality checks and let's begin with the crown. This is beautiful screw down crown with very nice engraving. Crown is not very big but it's very grippy. It's not difficult to use. Threading feels nice, easy to unscrew, easy to screw back in place, very good. Now let's see how is the crown action. Crown action is very slow, feels very precise. There is some friction. It feels good. It feels good. Now, how is the alignment of hands? Let's set on exactly 6. Alignment seems fine. Looking at the subdial, also pointing nicely at 18. Very good. I have only found one tiny problem under the glass, is that where it says tachymeter right there in the corner, there is tiny dust speckle. Not a big deal. It wouldn't take me more like 10 minutes to fix that, but I found one dust speckle. Doesn't happen that often anymore, to be honest. It's actually a rare thing to see these days somehow. So anyway, other than that, I don't see any other problems. Everything seems, at least to my eyes, nicely aligned. No more dust, no more imperfections, and looks very beautiful. Let's test the chronograph. These pushers look very nice. Very nicely polished out, and the action, very nice clicky feedback. It feels so satisfying. It's just a nice thing to use. So let's stop it, reset it. Alignment of the chronograph is also very good, sits right in place. It's just a nice thing to use. How is the finishing on the case? It has beautiful polished out bezel, brushed top of the case and sides of the case. Very nice line as well. Very nicely polished out chronograph pushers, beautiful crown. It looks good on the case back. What's there? Nothing unusual. Looks alright. Now, how does it feel like? Top edges feel great. No sharpness whatsoever. Lug ends feel okay. On the bottom as well, they don't feel sharp. It's fine. Bottom edges feel sharp. Bottom edges need a little bit of work done. Inside of the lugs feel very sharp. Actually, inside of the lugs are very sharp. Nothing unusual. So the major thing is that, you know, lugs are facing down quite a bit, as you can see, and this edge is pretty sharp. All edges on the bottom actually pretty sharp. So whenever I have, you already see, it has some indentations because this edge is jamming into my wrist bone a little bit. Not a big deal, I just need to file down those sharp edges, but I just wanted to show you that as it comes straight out of the box, edges are a little bit sharp on the bottom. Other than that, it does look alright. It's not bad. It's actually a pretty good looking watch. And look at this sapphire crystal. It is slightly domed sapphire crystal, not too much, just a little bit to reduce reflections, I would say. It has this bluish anti-reflective coating. It's not too bad. Clarity is actually pretty good, I would say. Overall, this watch looks beautiful. It's a nice thing to look at. Let's check the lume on this watch. Let's turn off the lights. Well, isn't really much to see. Isn't much to see. Hands have some lume, but ain't great. So, you know, generally speaking, just look at this watch how it looks like in the dark. It looks nice. So instead of showing you the lume, I just want to show you how this watch looks like in the dark. Such a nice watch. It's such a nice watch. How is the bracelet on this watch? Well, let's begin with this butterfly clasp. It has half links, one on this side, another on this side, so you should be fine finding your perfect fitment. The clasp has a little bit of a gap, but I really don't want to complain at this price point. It unlocks very nicely and locks in place very nicely, so it's fine. Finishing feels alright, it doesn't feel too sharp, it's alright. Now the bracelet itself, it has polished outsides and sides feel alright. I don't feel sharpness on the sides, they are nicely rounded up, which is nice. Inside links I feel some sharpness, and somehow whenever I put this watch on my wrist, it manages to catch hair. It catches my hair, pulls my hair like some kind of a cheap Casio bracelet, which is not nice. But whenever I put this watch on my wrist, lock it in place, it's fine. Whenever it's on my wrist, it doesn't pull my hair. Only once I have to take it off, sometimes it pulls my hair once again. Anyway, the fitment inside lugs, it's alright. It's alright. Let me clean off a little bit. I don't see excessive gaps. It's fine. Fitment is good. On another side, also it doesn't look bad. Fitment seems fine. Now, what doesn't look too fine is that it is sticking out a little bit past lugs. If you can see, it does look a little bit like it is off another watch. This bracelet looks a little bit like it is off another watch if you look like this. The design doesn't really match the lug ends, in my opinion. And overall, I don't really like how this watch looks like on this bracelet. I don't know, to my eyes it doesn't look that good. It's not too bad, but let me show you some custom options where I think this watch looks a little bit better than on its original bracelet. I was actually quite surprised to see how well this watch looks like on a lot of different strap options, so I'm gonna show you quite some And if I'll find, of course, I'm gonna put links in the description where you can find those straps to buy. This one is rather interesting one. The holes should be pretty good in the summer. Looks almost period correct, I would say, on this watch. This is very nice strap. I was very surprised. I just recently got it. It's so soft and flexible. It's a very lovely strap. Highly recommend this one. This as well. I actually got a bunch of new straps recently and I'm quite surprised with the quality of them. I bought straps that cost between 5 and 10 euros right now, quite a bunch of them, and I'm surprised that most of them feel just excellent. This one as well. I was actually buying a red one, but I got this pink color. It looks fine. I am actually not disappointed. It's a lot of fun. This is the same, just different color. It's very nice. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like gray, but has just a slight tint of green. It looks just so lovely. Oh, this is a big surprise. I have never had such a soft nylon strap. It feels silk smooth. It's incredible. It's so nice. I'll definitely gonna put link in the description where I got this one. Oh, this is my old strap. I wear it sometimes. It's actually very comfortable. It's elastic. And I think this watch looks wonderful on a chainmail strap. It just works together so nicely. The final verdict, where I'm going to place this watch on my website thomaswatchreviews.com, where I rate watches into different tier lists. I am placing this watch into keepers. This watch has great specifications, it is great value for money, and on top of that it has somewhat original design. That's nice. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.